I think everybody kind of wants to travel. Travel is the goal. Travel goals. And we might even just be that travel couple. But I can't claim that, especially with our guests that we have today. Is that end of the road? Is that end of the road? Yeah, that's the end of the road. Why? Because this is the last episode of season 3. We've come to the end of the road. Coming up on Surviving Marriage podcast, we're going to be speaking with a travel couple and talking all things travel, marriage and travel. How about that?
Welcome to the Surviving Marriage podcast with Rufus and Jenny, marriage educators, best-selling authors, and relationship disruptors, giving you marriage education from decades of marriage experience. Here's Rufus and Jenny triplets.
Welcome to all of our global listeners around the world. And this definitely means global listeners because this applies to everybody because we're talking about around the world stuff. Welcome to another episode of Surviving Marriage podcast. This is our last episode of season 3.
Need to be talking about all them goods that's out in the sea right now.
Yo, Adrian, we did it.
Last up.
We did it. I was kind of skeptical that we were going to be able to push out 10 weekly episodes. I don't think people understand what it takes to actually do a podcast with your mate.
Really wasn't nothing.
With your mate. Nothing for who?
Nothing up in here.
For who? I wear a lot of hats. So I got to do the pre-production, the post-production.
Or take off them overalls.
All, the marketing, all that stuff. There was a lot involved in getting these 10 episodes pushed out. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If y'all are listening to me and just listening to this particular episode, you need to go back. Because we have had this has been a very nice season.
Come to the end of the road.
This has been a nice season with our guests and different things. And you need to binge listen. Not only binge listen season 3, but you also need to binge listen seasons 1 and 2, which is not on video. So if you're watching on video, you can binge watch season 3. Go back and watch all of our videos and everything on YouTube. Listen to all the rest because it's a lot of good information.
Yeah, we did our best.
And one more time.
Tried to put out the good stuff.
We did. And one more time for good measure. We are Rufus and Jenny triplet, a husband and wife team, married 3+ decades. Best-selling authors of the book, Surviving Marriage in the 21st Century, 13 Easy Tips that can help you get to 20 years and beyond. And guess what? We have a new book coming 2022. Inshallah. 2022, new book coming. Not giving any tips right now, not giving any tips yet, but y'all gonna love this one. It's a little different, but it's still, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. This whole season, we've been talking about couples in business together. The dynamic of the couples, it changes when you're a husband and wife, and then also you have to be co-workers.
What changes?
The dynamic of your marriage changes because
not really.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like their co-workers.
Not for me, it didn't change.
A lot of people don't like their co-workers, but you got to love your spouse. Like even through your bad days or bad incidences, if you have blow-ups, if you have disagreements, stuff like that. Because you can.
Some people just can't work together, though. Everybody can't work together, even though you're married. You still should be able to be in the same room, I guess.
But, you can have a coworker that you have a blow up with and not speak to them for a couple of days, like avoid them at the job and stuff like that. You can't do that in the same household.
Can you say that you had a disagreement with? That blow up don't sound too cool.
Is it? Well, people have situations on the job. And, then people the offices start taking bets like, become an office pool. Oh, I bet he gonna jack him up. Oh, he gonna jack him up. It's gonna be a situation and things happen. But that can't happen in your marriage. You gotta try to get along as best as possible. But I don't think folks really understand. Like I just said, y'all don't understand what it took to push all 10 of these episodes out. And I don't think you understand how hard it can get to work together as a couple?
I do. I understand firsthand.
Of course, we've been doing it for years. Of course, okay.
Some years were better than others.
You got that right. Some days are better than others, even still.
I'm going with the years.
To today. Today we're talking to Tristen and CC, who does couples experiences and couples traveling. Now let's talk about that a little bit. Okay, couples experiences is cool. If you're gonna have like a dinner and a movie, or you doing dine and dancing.
TT and CC.
Tristen and CC.
Oh, thought you were talking about BB and CC wine.
And a sip and paint, or different things like that. Those type of experiences, those are great. Couples get together, game night, all of that. That's all well and good. But traveling with other couples, listen, I'm just gonna say we're particular. We're particular. Okay. Well, name a couple. Name a couple you don't mind traveling with, and you ain't got to say the name. You ain't got to say their names, but just think about a couple that you wouldn't mind traveling with. Because these things get a little tricky.
I got a couple of couples I wouldn't mind traveling with.
That you went, okay. Now, we've been on trips.
I'm good.
We've been on trips with other people. And, honey, let me tell you, some people never again. That's all I'm saying. Never again.
Well, if you're going to be too picky, you might want to do something by yourself.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and keep it 100. You know what I'm saying?
Don't picky, and everybody's included.
Don't say you coming on a trip to have a good time when everything is about you.
Well, I'm about
or you have a problem.
Take the trip by yourself. You can have a good old time.
Yeah, I'm saying don't say you're coming on a trip with other couples to have a good time.
Well, say you're coming on a trip with all the other couples, but we're going to still be by ourselves.
When everything becomes disruptive. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It gets a little tricky when you're traveling with people. So bless their hearts. Bless their hearts, Tristen and CC, for this type of venture and what they're doing for couples, because they have curated these experiences, and they, I guess you want to say, they vet the couples that they allow to come on these experiences so they don't have
They do their
problems.
thing. They it's like, they say they don't really have problems like that, but that just ain't been my experience.
Exactly. So what we're saying is that as long as that is good, because you can't be going halfway around the world with somebody. You can't be all up in Greece. You can't be at Cabo. You can't be in Istanbul.
Where couple number 2 at? They've been missing for about 2 hours.
Yeah, or somebody
we got to move on.
That's raising all kinds of heck, with the tour guide. And
if y'all gonna argue about where we going, like y'all live here,
right? Right. Or you having couples argument. Y'all know them couples that argue. Why they out together and different things. About why you looking at her? I saw you look at her, and you just disrupting the whole.
Guess they should have put on some clothes.
Trip, that kind
just
of thing.
Looking at everything.
But before we bring them on, we travel a lot. I just looked at our memories, Facebook memories, and saw that we were on our way to Bucharest. That was one of our really best trips. We truly enjoy some Black people going to Bucharest, Romania. Okay, and we have a lot of plans for more trips.
I was just happy to see a Black person.
Of course, but best trip to date. Our best trip to date. What are you gonna say? Well, I'll let you go first. Our best trip to date.
I mean, Dubai was tight.
Yes,
Dubai was not even the shopping was good. I ain't gonna say nothing about that.
Yes,
Dubai was tight because I got 3 times my money while I was there.
Exactly, the money exchange, man. Okay, I usually have one, which I normally say Dubai, but I'm going to say 2 today. Dubai, of course, being number 1 for everything of how clean it was, the total experience, how welcoming,
how halal it was,
the halalness of it.
Just go wherever you want to go.
Hearing the masjid, hearing everything, the walking distance.
I cried like a little baby when I heard it dying all through the city.
And definitely the shopping was so awesome. But number 2, and very, very close, was our cruise to Jamaica for our 25th anniversary. That was like the best cruise we had ever.
I think that dude was trying to get me blowed.
That the best cruise that we had ever gone to in Jamaica was fabulous.
That coffee they were trying to sell me? What did it have in it?
Mountain. The mountain.
Yeah, it had
coffee.
something in it,
Blue
though.
Mountain.
I smelt it.
You know what? We gotta go back and get
I
us some Blue
smelt
Mountain. We gotta
something
take
in
a
that coffee.
just like we brought a whole suitcase back from Dubai. We gotta bring a whole suitcase of Blue Mountain coffee back from Jamaica when we go.
And they can keep the rum.
And they can keep the
Give me
rum
Blue
minus
Mountain,
the rum. Okay. And then I have
but take the rum out.
And then I have to say an honorable mention was Cuba when we went to Cuba, because that was fabulous too. That was an
Cuba
amazing
was
trip.
awesome because it was more educational for me. I learned a lot about the people of Cuba and what I was told by
From
these
the
United
American
States
government. Exactly. And we have so many, and we will be sitting here talking about all of our travel experiences, like all this whole
I still
episode.
was sleeping with one eye open though, just in case.
But maybe season 4 will be all about that. Maybe season 4 we could, talk about our travels and our travel experiences. But we're going to save that for later. Because
Travel down the road and back again.
Coming up, Tristen and CC, hold what you got. We'll be right back.
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
All right, guys, just as I have been saying, we have had a great season 3 in our theme of couplepreneurs, couples that actually work together. And I think that's awesome when people do that. And we have another couple that's coming up that are curators of couples group travel experience. This is going to be so fun because, it's, travel goals and travel couple.
Girl, those I got to get on no roller coaster.
That's all of what that's all about. And, well, of course, we got to talk about this slogan, making marriage great again.
Wow.
We got to talk about that.
What kind of Donald Trump is going on?
We got to talk about that. Okay, Tristen and CC
him.
Sutton of Sutton Adventures. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us. We're really delighted.
Good. Tell our listeners and our viewers, because, hey, you guys can stream us on YouTube now, a little bit about you guys. And how long have you been married?
14 wonderful, uninterrupted years.
Uh-oh.
It's been a lot of fun. It's gone by very, very fast. We'll
Did
be
he say
celebrating 15.
uninterrupted?
He said uninterrupted.
14 uninterrupted?
Okay.
I don't think we went 14 uninterrupted.
Excuse
You interrupted me on the 5th year.
Dude, we've been married 31 years. What are you talking about?
I'm just trying to say 14 uninterrupted.
You
I wish
meant
I had 14
no.
uninterrupted.
You don't mean uninterrupted. You mean disrupted. That's all. But we'll talk about that later.
Well, I was
Go ahead.
disrupted then.
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
14 uninterrupted years. February will be the 15th, February of next year. And we're native Houstonians, born and raised. Never got away, never wanted to get away, I guess.
Yeah, just stuck here.
Yeah, Houston's been good too.
Place to be stuck.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we like Houston. I like Houston. Now, first off, we definitely got to talk about this. Making marriage great again. Is that a rip off the orange guy, or did the orange guy rip y'all?
You know how the atmosphere in the universe works. Things are just bestowed and beseeced upon you. I'm actually a marketer, so part of what I do is I like to go for shock value and things that capture your attention, like my brother here. So
I'm a marketer.
We did utilize some essence from someone that used to be in a certain office, but like anything, you can turn anything that's negative to a positive, and so we're making this a positive movement out of that.
Okay, but how's that been working? I mean, do people mention it? Is it,
Oh, they mention it all the time. I mean, how can you forget it? And that's what it's all about. If you're in marketing, it's all about what's going to help people remember you. So making marriage great again, don't think we haven't caught any heat for it, but we're okay with that.
Okay.
Is it a red and white hat that go with that?
Stop it. We don't even need that.
I'm just trying to say.
We don't need that. We gonna leave that where it was.
I thought about a black, green, and red one, but that's a little bit too close. I don't want to have to fight nobody.
Okay. All right. So whose idea was it? Whose idea was the group travel thing?
Well, it is funny. It was actually one of my clients. So one of my clients, and kind of a mentor now, owns a travel business. They deal with ladies and luggage. And so I was teaching her how to use Facebook ads to grow her business, because that's what I do. I'm a marketing consultant and a Facebook ad trainer. And so she was like, hey, you and your wife have a following. Y'all have a brand in the marriage space. Why don't you and your wife do group travel for couples? And so I looked at my wife and said, what are your thoughts on this? So we kind of did some research, did some exploration, talked to God, and he said, go forth and prosper. And so this is what we've been doing for about a year now.
I would say that the seed was planted when we actually took a trip together. We went to Dubai and South Africa. And I just remember thinking to ourselves, wow, this just feels different. This is not like going up to Mexico and just taking a few days on the beach. And we love Mexico, but it was the experience that it brought. I felt like it brought us closer together. I felt like we were creating some lifetime memories. And we were just like, couples need to
and relationships in a group versus just traveling on your own as a couple. So you get to make those relationships. You get to learn from other individuals. And it really was a great opportunity. So we say, well, if general individuals can do this in a group, then couples can do this in a group and then glean from each other and make marriage great again.
That's it.
Now,
Wait a minute, did she just say Dubai?
I was about to say something. Go ahead.
I want to know, did he have to bring home 3 or 4 more suitcases like I did? Because there were too many suitcases I was bringing back home now.
Look, I told you we were going to travel light. Okay, and then I was going to shop.
Well, I just want to know how many suitcases he had to bring back.
I feel like we came back with 2 extra duffel bags.
We left with 2 and we came back with 4. I think we did pretty good.
I didn't know they were buying no more luggage.
Yeah, that's all. Trust me, Dubai will make you feel like you ain't living life, like for real. When you go to Dubai, it's like a whole nother level.
You ain't gonna get me to jump off that tall building.
A whole nother level of living, and I can't wait. Can't wait to go back. But favorite place to go and crazy travel story.
Favorite place to go?
Favorite story. I gave a favorite place.
Oh my goodness, the craziest travel story. The craziest one would be the one where we just took the group up to Acapulco, Mexico. We left for Valentine's Day. All was well in Houston. We knew it was supposed to do a little raining, but it turns out we had a ice-demic snow. If you know anything about Houston, it rarely ever snows. It hadn't snowed in years. And Houston, Dallas, Texas.
The whole state of Texas
was shut down. Yeah.
The whole state of Texas froze, was without power while we were on a beach in Mexico.
Yeah, it was really something different because, as you all probably know, a lot of people lost electricity, they lost water, they lost everything. I was trying to see if one of the neighbors would check on our house, see if everything's okay with burst pipes. He was like, don't even worry about it. Whatever happened, we'll just figure it out when we get home.
Right.
But we ended up, we had all these other couples with us, and they ended up having to stay longer as well.
We couldn't get home because the airports didn't have power and there was ice on the runway. So we literally were stuck in paradise while our state was frozen under ice. And it's hot as heck in Texas, so hell literally froze up.
It really did.
Well, I just want to know, did y'all see Mr. Cruz? Ain't that the one where Mr. Cruz went to Cancun?
Stop it.
We almost saw the airport.
Stop it. I'm just saying, you unexpected things happen when you travel. So you just always have to prepare for the unexpected. But what's your favorite place? You never said your favorite place.
So year to date, South Africa, Cape Town. It was beautiful. It was our first time touching foot on the continent. And as you're walking around, regardless of who you speak with, once they see that you're recognize that you're Black, they say, welcome home. And that really just hits different when you're just walking around, especially coming from where we're from in America.
That was on the list before COVID. It's like our list was so long. You know what I'm saying? Before COVID.
I'm gonna be like them other Black people. You mean I got another home?
When we actually be able to get out and explore, it's gonna be like, euphoria. But on the flip side of things, y'all travel with a bunch of couples, and sometimes we don't put that couple them trips aside for years because some things.
Too many attitudes come
oh
with
my God, some things happen on some couples trips. Okay, so couples arguments. We've been known to have a few.
Walking down the street,
we've been
acting like you don't know somebody.
We've been known to have a few, and of course, that movies are prevalent for that. People just get in these arguments and just go their separate ways. Think like a man, poetic justice. Why did I get married? And different things
Jenny
like that.
Triplets.
Stop it! Stop it! So tell us how, if you guys have experienced that yourselves or other couples that you have been with, and how do you handle that to make sure that it does not mess up the trip for everybody?
So, and I'm sorry, it went a little bit in and out. So if I'm understanding the question correctly, how do we deal with maybe little mishaps and little tips between couples?
How do you deal with people getting an attitude while they on the trip?
Yeah, so it doesn't mess it up for everybody, because everybody done paid their money not to watch Tyson.
I don't be messing up no trip.
Tyson and Holyfield over here, while they trying to have some fun. Okay.
Sure. Well, thankfully, we have not ran into that problem just yet. What we really do is we try to make sure that you understand overall the culture, if you will, of our organization, what the intent is, for you to understand that we've laid everything out for you as far as an itinerary and group things and fun stuff. But if you need some time away with Bae, y'all just need that day, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take that time. So we really try to help them to understand that this is about the experience that you want to be. You've paid your money. We've laid everything out for you. You're welcome to do those things. But if not, y'all need some time together, it's okay. It really is okay.
Because their full day isn't spoken for. So, you can go have breakfast by yourself. You can have lunch by yourself. We just have one or two things during the day that, we ask you to come join the collective. Other than that, you're pretty much on your own. So if you don't like the group, then, go off to your corner and then we'll just see you back in the plane. So,
right. Or if you you're more than welcome to stay back in the room and work it out however best you feel. But again, fortunately, we haven't really ran into that issue yet.
How many years they been doing this? 1 year? I can't believe in 1 year that man ain't saying, girl, you better talk to the bank.
Look, it's just,
I ain't going where you're going today.
It's 1 year. We might need to have them back after 5 years.
It's
coming.
If you dealing with couples, it's don't happen.
It's coming. Okay. COVID killed travel in 2020, wiped it out. I was so, but you know what? There is such a thing as travel withdrawal. After being on the go, because we would be known to be gone 3 weekends out of 4, because we, travel and speak and different things, and we're just gone. And then having to
because you made me go.
Stop it.
I wanted to stay
home all the time. And then a little bit of rebound now in 2021, but the Delta variant is out there now and it's shutting things back down in 2022. So what's the contingency plan? What's the plan?
It's kind of like you said, there's travel withdrawals, and now there's a thing called travel revenge, where people are like, YOLO, I don't care if it's elemental P variants out there, I'm getting on this plane. So to our benefit for travel, that is what's still motivating people. And we're still cautioning individuals that travel, we wear double mask, still social distance. All the places we go, the resort staff has masks and sanitation, things like that. So, it's really just, you have to live your life responsibly at this point.
Yeah. And we tell them the same caution that you take over here, kick it up just a bit notch, when you're in another place, but it's still wearing the mask. It's still making sure that, you're being mindful of the space in between you. But fortunately, we have not had any concerns or big, occurrences to come up. But again, before we do all of our trips, we take the time, we have a kickoff meeting, and we go through everything. And that includes how to stay safe overseas as well.
You know what that means?
What's that?
They ain't inviting none of them other people.
Oh, none of them
other people. They got some other people that ain't going to
adhere to. In other words, the people that get kicked off the plane.
Yeah, I ain't one of them other people though.
Yeah, we good. We good though. Okay.
I don't comment.
All right, tell our listeners and our viewers how they could be a part of these couples experiences and different things that you're doing. And whatever you guys are saying, we'll make sure we put it in the show notes and put it down on the screen so they can come and they can find out about you guys.
Yeah, because I want to go on one of their trips because they don't have no people issues.
I'm
going on one of their trips.
I'm not doing that, dude.
I ain't got to turn my back every time.
They can do that.
You know what? Let me take one quick moment to address that though. Again, with the marketing hat, putting that on, we really drive home fun and professional couples. We put that on everything. Fun and professional, and luxury. And we repeat these things. And quite honestly, as you probably know, as you get certain price tags on things, it weeds out certain people who don't even want to deal with those price tags. So let me be real clear that it's not just by coincidence that we have not really necessarily ran into issues. It's really, we tried our very best on the front end to really speak to who our traveler is, and that's the fun and the professional.
Oh, they discriminating against me.
No.
That means I can't go.
No. They filtering.
They stay on.
They filtering. They filtering,
and
I appreciate that, because who wants to run a business that's problematic?
I know I need to be more professional.
Exactly. And they want to curate experiences. So tell people how they can get in touch.
Absolutely. So if they head on over to Sutton Adventures with an S on the end.com, you'll see everything that we have going on. We do local events here in Houston.
Very nice website. Very nice. Very nice and professional website. You did it yourself?
I did.
Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate that. What else? So yes, SuttonAdventures.com. We're also on Instagram. We kind of just, Facebook is our home though. So if you go to Facebook and look for the group Sutton Adventures, we welcome you to join our tribe over there where we talk about everything love, lifestyle.
And our Facebook page, Tristen CC. So TRSTEN and CC, 2 C's.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's just about anywhere. We target anyone. You don't have to be married to come on our trips, as long as you're in a relationship,
dating, engaged.
Mm-hmm. So whatever your status is, you're welcome to join us.
Okay, see, that's non-discriminatory right there.
I'm finna be professional. I'm finna go on an adventure.
We're going to be professional. We're going on something. But see, I'm at the point now I need to fly private. Okay?
Private who?
So, yeah.
What kind of private?
Level up with that, bruh. Okay.
Is it Rufus private or Kylie Jenner private?
In between.
Excuse me?
Let's go in between. All right,
Cessna or G5.
All right, Tristen CC, we appreciate you guys being here and sharing all of this. And you guys, make sure you get in touch with them because they are making marriage.
And when you get in touch with them, be professional.
They are making marriage great again. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Food for thought. Food for thought.
In the food for thought for today, never compromise yourself. Never compromise yourself. The world is full of people who will do anything to fit in or anything for money. Y'all seen them. Clout chasers, folks doing stuff for likes, all that type of stuff. Just anything, doing anything.
I never tried to just fit
in or for money.
I'm trying to fit in with my Lord.
That's probably also one of our attractions is we both. We never were like that. We never were the type of people who tried to fit in.
They told me don't wear white
after Labor Day.
After Labor Day, I wore it just to see what would happen.
Yeah.
I'm a show me type of person.
Seeing if everything was gonna come crashing down on you, right? Okay, yeah.
That never happen, so I kept wearing it.
Those that stand on principle are so much better in character than those that don't. Ask us how we know, okay? And that's that.
Ask me how I know.
Just a few announcements before we go. This is our last announcements for season 3, guys, okay? Long weekends with Hilton's couple getaways. Get 50% off on Sundays. Go to our website or our show notes and use promo code PGLWP1 or LWP. Stay 3 nights at any participating Hilton. Get 50% off, guys. It has to be a participating Hilton and you have to use the promo code. That's a really good deal. Surviving Marriage. Our books are all over Amazon. You can get them from Amazon. Our t-shirts, our card game, all of our merchandise is available at our our store at RufusandJenny.com. Go to our store and, that's how you can support us is buying some of our merchandise. Marzar Group, distributors of Enagic machines, want you to know people worldwide are discovering the life-changing power of Kangen water. Our bodies are 75% water, and staying well hydrated is critical to our optimal health. However, all water is not created equal. Text Healthy Water to 347-398-1867 to receive our company link. Change your water, change your life. With Allstate Auto Insurance, you can get safe driving bonus checks, deductible rewards, accident forgiveness, and new car replacement. Get a quote for your plan today. Now, in order to get that free quote, you got to go to our show notes or our website and click on the link, and you could get your free quote for auto insurance. Remember, wherever you are listening, wherever you are watching, rate, review, and subscribe. rate, review, and subscribe. Rate, review, and subscribe. Okay, because that helps us out. That helps us out, and let people know that people are listening and where you're listening from and different things like that. Follow us across social media at Rufus and Jenny on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we're happy to have you guys in our network. This is the end of season 3. Yo, Adrian, we did it. We did it. We did it.
I ain't come off no mountaintop.
We did it.
I just appeared.
And for the last time for season 3, you ready to ride, dear?
Girl, I don't want to go.
Although we've come to the end of the road.
Well, we got boys and men in here.
Still I can't
Where they at?
let
I don't see Wanye.
It's unnatural.
I don't see Slick either.
Marriage is a marathon, not a sprint. We are surviving it, and so can you.
And we are Rufus and Jenny. Until we see you again. We'll be men and wives.